Everyone, so book 1 of The Feld is out now. It's called Never Going Back. Today I want to share with you the top 5 influences in terms of story for this book. 5. White Space. So this is a very interesting trilogy of books by Sean Platt and David Wright that sparked my interest in the idea of serialized fiction and using cliffhangers in a very specific way. The inciting incident for the story is a school shooting. It happens in this town that's very isolated and has a lot of scientific research going on. I thought the characters were really well done, and it's the kind of story that makes you paranoid about the direction technology's taking. 4. Battlestar Galactica. Man, I really wish this show were more popular than the meme from The Office. I'm referring to the reboot, not the original, which I haven't mustered up the courage to watch yet. Ronald D. Moore, who used to do Star Trek in the 90s, helmed this series. It's about a war between humans and robots known as Cylons. The Cylons are able to destroy most of humankind, save for a fleet of ships, because they're able to take human form. And it becomes like the story Who Goes There, or its film adaptation of The Thing, where none of the characters or the audience is sure who's a Cylon and who's human. That gets gradually revealed as the series progresses, though. Another story with great character work, concepts, and themes. 3. Twin Peaks. This David Lynch-Mark Frost collaboration starts off with the question of who killed Laura Palmer. It's a murder mystery that spends a lot of time shining light on the victim rather than the person who did the murdering. And it's more about why was Laura Palmer murdered rather than who did it. It's a very surreal and unique experience. It's a super special show to me and really deals with the primal battle between good and evil. Ultimately, it was too weird for TV and it was canceled after 2 seasons, but it did get a movie and come back 25 years later. East of Eden. East of Eden, I think, is John Steinbeck's magnum opus. It tells the story of 2 families over a period of generations. You get to watch these generational patterns play out. It deals with the themes of good and evil like Twin Peaks, but in a much less abstract way. I love this book so much, and I think The Feld is kind of like East of Eden in space. 1. Neon Genesis Evangelion. This anime is actually a lot like Twin Peaks in terms of its surrealism and doing a lot of things for its medium. On the surface, this anime is about a boy who's forced to fight aliens in a giant mech suit. But that description alone fails to account for the scope of this series and what it actually does. Like Twin Peaks, it grows increasingly more abstract and surreal and deals with the themes of self-worth, identity, and living in a ruined world. Watching this will pummel you. The characters go through and already start off as traumatized. And once you get hooked, the story of Nerve and the aliens are very compelling. Alright, and those were my top 5 influences for The Feld. Like I said, it's out now, so you can pick up a copy in the description below. Bye for now.